here. So, vaccine. Let's try and do that so you guys aren't getting deafened too much. Apparently, I'm still very loud. So, if you can hear me, that's great. If you can't hear me, I do apologise. I'm trying to talk loudly but not shoutingly. Because I have a very deep voice, and that picks up a lot. So let's see if that helps. That may help. Let's see if -6 helps. Helping. Alright. Vaccine. So, vaccine over here. Doing some fun stuff here. So, we're looking to build a deck around vaccine, and to be fair, I think it's going to be really cool. It does revolve around the new Patamon, which does make this deck look a bit more, yeah, you know, telegraphed, but at the same time, it is fairly good. We want 4 of these, because this is really good, just pooping out yellow tamers from your security. Who else is here? I like this, but I don't think we're going to use him. So let's go Patamon. I have been seeing people using Magna to blast Digivolve. I'm playing with Digivolve, you may, so just to get like this up. So part of me is thinking like we want to grab some of these. I'm not saying it's the best, I'm just saying it's what people have been using. Now, people have been using Seraphimon. Now, when Digivolve Recover plus deck, really good. Don't think it's not. All turns was percent when a card is added to your security stack, one of your Digimon gets -7,000, and this Digimon gets security plus for the turn. This is really good. Like, I'm not denying this fact. Like, very, very good. Probably want to pick it up. I think they are also using the Angemon in the deck as well. When attacking, deletes Digimon. That might be why people are doing that. So I'm going to go 4 of those for now. I really like the Magna. Not for this, but this is when a card is added to security stack memory. It's really good because obviously you're just constantly churning and get things in and out. A lot of people have been using the on play. What did you have? No, not that one. BT11 one. Where are we? Where are we? So we want to use this guy. Hence the thumbnail. When Digivolving, when attacking, once per turn, by trashing the top card of your security stack, you may play a 1 level 4 or lower yellow card from your hand without paying the cost. Then the Digimon played with this effect gains rush for the turn. I think it's good. I think there's like some synergy here, especially if it's just like finishing games. I don't know if it's a you may effect, but I think it's a you have to effect. There's no like you may. But Japan has a weird thing where it doesn't announce you mays, so translations are always a bit iffy sometimes. Is what it is. All turns, all of your yellow Digimon gain barrier. Really cool. Opponent's turn, all of your opponent's Digimon with level equal or less than to the total cards in both players' security stack get security stack -2. So the idea of this is essentially you always want to be at like 1 or less, or 2 or less security between the pair of you, and then your opponent essentially can't swing for game. Because obviously if you can get your opponent down to 1 security, you get yourself down to 1 security, every Digimon you can swing is level 2. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to swing. Obviously, you know, the ones that don't have levels don't count. Probably. Presumably. I don't know, we'll see. Now, I quite like this Seraphi. When you do a for Tamer in play, trigger recovery +1, and then on deletion, trigger recovery +1. But I think you will just deck yourself out by recovery in the end. So, yeah, we'll see. A lot of people have been saying this is a really good card, as like the other level 5. If you have 3 security cards and spin the Digimon, which makes sense in a deck where you will be doing like, you know, getting yourself down a little bit. Because there's not much. Excuse me, you're not a Patamon. No, okay. So yeah, so that Patamon there is obviously when you do this with by -DP gain the memory, which is really good. But you're not doing a lot of that in this deck anyway, so that doesn't necessarily matter for this. Is it this and you woman? Unplay? No, it's not this one. Where's the? Is it the structure deck one? Well, that was the structure deck, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the no BT11. Where is the BT11? So you can probably hear the dog in the background just titter-tattering because she likes to titter-tatter. Because we have hard floors. So yeah, I do apologise if all you heard she said was just. But you'll be hearing a lot of that tonight because the dog does not stop. Let's see if we can find BT11 and you one more. And you. I've heard people say they play this because obviously they get the recovery, which makes sense. If you're playing like the version where you want to constantly recover, I don't blame you if that's the version you want to play. You are a vaccine, right? You're going crazy. All the Angel ones, but not the right Angel one. Yeah? Angel, where are you? Angie woman. We've retrained you. She's not a vaccine. Come on, tell me you're a vaccine, right? Yeah, vaccine. Where were you? So when did you may search your security tag for one card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel? Illustrates, reveal it, and then add to your hand. If you add a card, recover security, then shuffle your security stack. Your turn was return when you play a Lady Devon or this. You know, you're not playing these. You are just doing this to gain the recovery. And then I do think we want to play maybe 2 of these. I don't know. There's no reason why you couldn't, but yeah. One of your opponent's Digimon gets security attack +1, security attack -1, which is obviously really good for this deck. And then if it's an Angel Woman or Antibody is the Digimon's Resolution cards, you've got 5 of your security recovery +1. To be fair, if you're going to be doing barrier and stuff like that, you know you're going to be getting yourself down. Makes sense to just try to recover. The idea again is just like you want to use this when you're at like 0 security, so your next turn your opponent can't come and slap you around. Especially if you are taking names. Let's take that away. Yellow, and then we do Tamer. I think we still want to run the TKs. The TK is really good. Where is the TK? Where is the TK? Where is my TK? Oh, TK, where's my TK? Where is my TK? Ooh, where is my TK? Ooh, is this one right? Unplay by adding the top card of security stack to your hand. You may play one yellow Digimon card with vaccine traits from your hand to the top of your security stack. Yeah, that's fine. And then your turn, when a card is added to your security stack, spin the turn. Yeah, so you basically play it and then do that. So yeah, we want this TK, so we'll get 4 of these in. This is the weird thing. I don't know if you want to have like 4 of these in the deck. I feel like you do. Look at your security stack. Whenever Digimon may Digiform to a level 6 or lower Digimon card with the vaccine trait amongst them without paying the cost. Then shuffle your security stack. If your Digimon Digiform this card, if you have a take your teammate's name, could be +1. So yeah, I do think this is going to be like the big option card in this deck. I know a lot of people have been playing like the mix of yellow memory boosts as well as the training cards, which is something that you could see a lot of anyway. We do Kudo. When you play a Pulsemon buster spend this turn, if you have 3 more security, you can draw one. If you have 3, I love the whole like it's just constantly. That's the thing. Maybe in the next set we'll see like a good version of this card, because we should be getting the new stuff in the next one. Do they play the normal TK in this deck? Because I like this one here. Sergeant May phase there. Then when a card is added to your security stack, you may suspend this to gain 1 memory. I feel like Kari's pretty good for doing that as well, because obviously you are like coming in and out, coming in and out, coming out, coming out, coming out. But I do think the TK is what they play, right? Look at your security stack, reveal 1 card into your hand if it's yellow. Because you want to just like pull a yellow card out, right? You don't always want to just pull out a how are they called? Digimon. Sometimes you do want to have like a an option card or maybe a tamer, depending on like the situation. Cracker, what the hell? Japan, please. Just I want some of these get like renamed. Oh god. So we've got Mission of Hope. We've got 4 of these. We want to have memory boosts. I think. Where are we looking? Where's memory boosts? Where's memory boosts? 2 of these maybe, and then maybe 2 physical trainings. I find it really strange that physical training is yellow. We don't care about other option cards, do we? I think we do. We've got the Patamon, got the Magna, got the Angie, Metal Swords. Do this. Yeah, this is looking okay so far, right? This is like what we're looking for. It's not the deck, but we're not doing this shit yet. Sorry, I want to do no closed. 4 cards. That's what I wanted. 4 cards. We got 2 of our champions. This one. What champions could we want? You could technically play like Gammon. That's like obviously a non-play thing, so maybe you don't want to do that. Veterans Hope, memory boosts, the training TK, TKs. We've got 8K. We've got 8 TKs. I think we need more than that. Maybe sort of Yellow Rookie. Do they play the Kudamon that searches for vaccines? That's the question now. Do they play one that searches for vaccines? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? The new ones. Oh. Excuse me. Last one day. This one. Is this the one? Yeah, on play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 yellow Digimon copy vaccine entry and 1 yellow time. Yeah, I think this is worth playing, because you are just searching. So do that. 3 of those. Like one. What does that one do? ET14. I don't think that's worth it. I mean, it's okay, but like I don't think that's the one you want. Is it now? What are you doing? What are you playing in trades? Nope, that's no good to me currently. I mean, I've considered this before, but obviously it's going to cost you 1, so it's not the greatest. Makes sense. Kudamon, what does a Kudamon do? Is the prime one? No, makes 5. If there are 6 or fewer total cards in both places security stack, you may play 1 turn card from your hand. I'm considering this. Let's put this in here. There you go. So that's our rookies. So we've got rookies, we've got champions, we've got ultimates, we've got option cards. Alright, so yeah, we do need to consider what our other mega will be. So yellow mega. I think it might just be a Seraphian one for the sake of it. I don't think I've seen anyone playing like actual like level 7s in this deck. I've seen people playing Kodachi though, because he's like decent. Sorry, Kazuchi. When you have 3 or more security, gain 2 memory. If you have 2 or fewer security, you may recover +1 until there are 3 cards in your security stack. This top card of your deck here, when you have 3 or more security, this Digimon gets security stack +1. So it makes sense if you're digivolving into this from security, especially if you know you've put it in security. So I can see that being a thing, you know, being a 12k that like, hit twice, and then what sort of the effects that we have here? Don't look at this one. Don't look at this one. If you have a purple Digimon plate, that doesn't work. Deletion. Your turn. When one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, you may delete one of your opponent. No, that doesn't do anything. If there's 6 or fewer total cards in both places, you stack one of your opponent's Digimon gets -2000. Your turn. When a card is added to your security, gain a memory. Not really helping. If there's 6 or fewer total cards in both players' security stack, I mean, they kind of do the same thing. The the baby for this is going to be the BT13 one. That when you take things out of security, you will just gain jamming, which is obviously really good. Or you give one of your opponents, you give one of your Digimon jamming. Excuse me, no, these are megas. I do like the art on this. I have seen people playing like Shine as well because it's a vaccine. So yeah, I've seen people like playing like the Shine, like a couple of these, just as like the backup thing to just go like, yeah, do big damage now. Which he does. He does do big damage now. He can be quite scary. No, these are megas. God damn it! Don't tell me you're a vaccine as well, right? No, you're a virus. God damn it! I knew it. You all along. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? I've heard a lot of people saying they want to play Venus. If your opposed Digimon gain security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's turn. The opposed all of your Digimon with security attack can't attack this Digimon and can't activate when attacking or when Digimon effects. The funny thing is, you still activate Raid, so Raid still punch in the back of the head. But it's not an attacking effect, it's just an effect. From what I remember anyway, from what people have been telling me. Make that clear. Make that clear for somebody else at me. When did you form a trust card of security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon responses to the turn? All turns will turn when a card is removed from the security stack, you may play a 1 level. I don't hate that, but I think it's going to help. So do we just go for Seraphi, and then or do we go for... I like Goldramon, but I think Seraphi is the answer here. On play when Digivolving, play 1 fire token and 1 blue token, and then all turns when this Digimon will Digivolve or would leave the battlefield, delete all of your flames and thunders. If deleted by this effect, recover +1, which I think is really good, just to try and like slow your opponent down. But also, you know, you do have rush, you do have blocker, thanks to these extra totems, and it's only going to cost 4 to go into this. So if it's still your turn, you know, you can still swing out with this and then probably the other thing. Because this is a Holy Dragon for Great Dragons, I'm presuming the reason it's the on-play part is if you do get to, like, get it out, and you obviously get a chance to, like, mess around with it. Yeah, I think we're going to go like 3 Seraphi, then maybe 1 Black Seraphi. Level sort. Here you go. On opponent's turn, when a card is removed from your security stack, DDG for one of your opponent's Digimon. Then on deletion, recovery +1, which I think is fun. And then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4,000 for each card in your security stack. So yeah, if your opponent basically took 1, you go back to 5. Yeah, like bye. But you could have got DDG evolved as well. And then Seraphi is obviously just when Digimon recover, and then autos return when a card is added to your security stack. One if your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000, and this Digimon gets security stack plus for the turn. It's a very strong card, so like I don't think we can argue against it. I just like this. Oh, where is it? Do we not add it? I'm confused. Where are you? Did we not add it? I'm so confused. I thought we added the other Mega. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. It's been a long day. What do I know anymore? Alright, so we want to go out of here. Drop that. Drop the Mega. And then go for Brawl Knights. And there we go. That is the deck that we want, right? You know, we got. Let's see it now. Go down. It's into the deck order. That's what we want, right? Big deck. So, level sort. Right, there we go. So we got Kuya. When a card is removed from your security stack, one of your Digimon gets jamming, which makes total sense because obviously there's in and out, in and out, in and out. Kudamon. Build top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow Digimon card with vaccine in its traits and 1 yellow Digimon card amongst them in your hand. Place the rest of that. So Patamon is a data. That's the only thing. But these are vaccines. That's a vaccine. Vaccine. Virus. Alright, Kaiju. Vaccine. No type. But yeah, essentially, besides the one Shadow Seraphi and the Patamon, everything else is vaccine. Makes sense. Patamon, look at your security stack. This Digimon may digivolve into a yellow Digimon card with the vaccine trait amongst them. By paying the cost, then shuffle all your security stack. If you digivolve with this effect, you may place 1 yellow card with vaccine traits from your hand to the bottom of the security stack. Yeah, this is pretty good, especially if you've got like what is it? Messenger of Hope in your hand. And you can just use it to then digivolve into like whatever you just put to the bottom. Oh no, I'm now a level 4. Oh, it's a shame that I put my Angie woman to the bottom. So, yeah, fair enough. Kudamon is again on play. If there's 6 or fewer cards in both players' security stacks, you may play 1 yellow Digimon. Sorry, 1 yellow Tamer from your hand without paying the cost. Which, it's 4 cost, but I'm sure there's ways to cheat out, right? Geogrammar, when digivolving, search your security stack, you may play 1 red or yellow Tamer amongst them without paying the cost if you did recover +1, which is fine, because obviously the idea for this is you don't mind going into paying this or paying Messenger of Hope to go into this for 0, and then after that you can, play a Tamer. And then if it's this Tamer, it's like, oh, I'm going to look again and recover something from my hand. This, I don't know if this is the best option. I think it's just the one I'm going to go with for now, because it seems like it's going to be good, just for the undeletion effect. And then when attacking by deleting this Digimon, activate one of the following effects. Place one of your opponent's Digimon with the forest trait at the bottom of their security stack. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 5,000 for the turn. On deletion, place this card at the bottom of your security stack. Then if you have a Tamer, you can hatch a Digi in your breeding area. I'm never sure if like the attacking is like just by deleting this rather than like when attacking you have to delete this. So I presume it's a choice situation, which obviously you may. But I think this is generally going to be good. It's very good into like certain matchups where you need to like just put things at the bottom of the deck. So bottom of security look like machine drill, which isn't really a problem in Japan, from what I can see. Let me go on to our ultimates. When digital, you may search your security stack. Again, Angel. So we got are you an Angel? A Archangel. Yeah, that's fine, right? I can pick an Archangel. So I'm never too sure if it's very specific. It's Fallen, Arc. Oh no, it says Arc, Angel, and that. So I can pick up that. Can I pick up you? You're an Archangel. You're a Fallen, right? You're a Seraphi. I can't pick you. Okay. Can I pick you? Are you? You're a Seraphi as well. 3 Great Angels. So I can pick the Megas. I mean, that's fine. I can always pick this. Maybe you want the choice to go for. I suppose even if I pull a south out, you know, you can recover +1 and shuffle your security. And just doing that essentially is giving you the jamming effect, which is possibly what you're doing it for. Yeah, it's not so bad. And then ace. The ace is where I'm confused if I want to play it or not. Hand blast counter play when digivolving if you have 5 through security cards, you have +1, and then one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus for each card in security. So essentially you just try and nuke like a level 3 or 4 off the field, which again makes sense. And then this, as we've seen before, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus security attack, and then if you have anti-woman or antibody, this Digimon has 5 or fewer security attacks, you gain security, you recover +1. Perfectly fine. Again, we are going to play this 2. Again, I don't really know how I want to do this. Maybe put this to 2 and put this to 4, just so you've always got a chance to recover. And then Seraphi, opponent's turn, on deletion, recovery +1, and you know, minus 4 fast DB for every security we have, which makes sense. And then Seraphi just constantly recovery. Question of Hope, cheating out levels for 1, because why not? Yellow memory boost, because who does not like to just search all your cards? Yellow. Hello. Physical training, again, this just searches any yellow card, and as you can see, all our cards are at least yellow in some variety. So we can always pull one out, which is pretty good if you need to get your Tamer out, or if you need to get like the 2 things you can't search from the deck. And then TK, again, this is just obviously on play, have a look. Oh, I know things are on my security now I can be more cheeky. And then this here is just because you're going to be doing so much adding cards on top of your security from your hand. You know, it's just going to go back and forwards. So you're going to be constantly getting memory with this. So it makes sense, you know, especially if you get to play one of these for free, and then you get to do, like, you know, just gain memory. Just do things for free. Just check your security. Recover. Remove things. Gain jamming. Swing. And that's essentially the whole, like, point of this, is just go for it. Just go absolutely crazy. Do a fantastic job. And hate yourself for playing yellow. But I think this is like what a lot of people are currently playing anyway in Japan. There's probably better options than this. Obviously, the reason you are playing this Magna over the old Magna is just because, like, the other one is an on-play effect. You have to do it. You can play this one with the on-play effect for 4, which is pretty good if you ask me. Especially early game, because if they can't get rid of this game, they don't get the memory back, which is free, right? Yeah, so if they're having to, like, let's just say, for instance, Gaia Force or something, or like, use it that's going to, like, nuke you off the field, it costs them 7. And if you're only going to give them 4, they're only going to go back to 0. So they're not really gaining anything on that turn. And I think that's why a lot of people are going like, oh, if you ace this, I'm just going to destroy it. It's like, yeah, but if you're having to spend like 8 memory to do so, you're only gaining 4 back. It's not always, you know, worth doing it. But no, I'm happy with this. I think this is actually a very solid deck. Obviously, we can't trial this out yet because we don't have these yet. We don't have anything from BT14. BT14 comes out on such a weird weekend because if you haven't noticed or seen, OPE is having it in Liverpool. We've got a big tournament on the weekend, a 2-day tournament, and we're stuck basically knowing that we can't play this on the Saturday, but we could play this on the Sunday. But, I think this is something that we'll see a lot of because we prefer playing a lot of yellow over here, it seems, compared to Japan, besides Shine. Shine Grey was everywhere, but I think it might be more of a numbers thing. But, yeah, so this is one of the vaccine decks that we could be looking at. So peace out, guys. See you soon. Just a short stream because it's like nearly midnight. I'm going to go to bed. And yeah, have fun. Peace out and goodbye. Mwah.